don't think I can have my seat.
What?
I just can't. She won't.
When and I got this shirt and it said it was $5, but I got this and two books and it all together was $5.
Where?
Affiliates. I
I
think
like
the
that
guy
shirt.
is in love with me.
Was the guy Cy Mike?
Oh,
I bet he's gonna get a job at Affiliates when he moves here. That stupid femboy.
I want to
Anyways, Josh, come on the
come on. We can
podcast.
talk about telepathy. It's actually it's actually really freaky because I know that like this is so obvious and everyone says it, but it's like actually crazy how you can like how your thoughts just create everything that's around you.
Yeah. Well, that's what I keep thinking about. Like, I was talking to Micah about this yesterday when we got coffee, and I was just saying how it's weird because there's like a whole online world that like people don't even try to use sometimes. And it's like sometimes all you have to do is send someone an email and then you become friends. And it's crazy because I feel like a lot of people we've interviewed like are
They
like
just want to
so
be
willing to
friends
like be friends and like it's like not even like weird. And that's
because
like so cool. It's like there's
that's
a
all
whole world
anyone wants.
available.
Everyone just wants to be friends.
It's like, why do we even make this stupid podcast? It's just so that we can make friends. It's all a scheme.
But I
Welcome back to
was
the Internet is Dead podcast.
oh,
Welcome
ew.
back. Sorry. Is
He was
that
in my dream.
I was thinking about this the other day too. Because whenever I used to listen to like Weston's old podcast, and in the old podcast, what did you just eat?
And M&M.
Oh, cool. Thanks, dude.
Am I allowed?
Yeah, in Weston's old podcast, like him and Kaylin, like used to spend the whole podcast being like, okay, which of our favorite people should we talk about now? And then they'd go back and forth from talking about Dana and Jake to David Dobrik and
David.
Emma Chamberlain. And it's like I used to love it because I was like, yeah, that's like so me. That's what I would do.
They're just real.
Yeah, and I feel like that's all everyone wants. Why would anybody post a stupid video on fucking YouTube.com if they don't want to make friends?
Well,
Obviously, you're just seeking attention.
it is like so interesting because the way that celebrities used to work before there was YouTube and social media people, it wasn't like that. Like, like people were just like trying to be famous for whatever thing that they wanted to be famous for. And now it's like you can like make a career off of just like being friends with people. But I guess it was also kind of like that because you could be
Well,
like famous for nothing and then like have a circle of people.
also the weird thing is that like a lot of people, the way that they blow up online is just from being friends with someone and people finding them through someone else who they like, which is really weird because I think about that and I'm like, oh, like that makes sense why like because I kind of only just like processed that, even though like I knew it logically, like I was just like understanding it more because I was just thinking about like why someone would like be like that, like someone's a social climber.
Gracie Abrams,
Hmm.
her like best friend Audrey, who like they've been like best friends since they were like kids. But now she's like getting like famous off of like Gracie because Gracie like talks about her a lot and they like I get she's like written a lot of songs on her new album and like she's like directed the music videos for like her singles and stuff now. And like I saw like the like a YouTube thumbnail and it was of a Genius video of one of Gracie's songs, but like Audrey was also in the video because they like wrote the song together or stuff. But I just thought that was so interesting because it's like this is this person who like is just like friends with this person, and she's obviously like talented and stuff, whatever, but like it's just interesting.
Yeah, that's like the same thing that happened with Tana Mongeau's friends when she blew up.
Yeah.
Her entire friend group became famous, like Ashley, Bella, Amari, all those people who fans would know if they were tapped into that circle. But they went on tour with her and they weren't like making YouTube videos or doing anything really, which
But
is so
I feel
interesting.
like that can't be satisfying.
It probably is. Like,
I
I
don't
don't know.
know.
Like,
I
I
think
can't,
it's for
like,
some
not satisfying,
personalities,
but
maybe. But I think that because I don't think I would be able to do that. Like, I don't think either of us would be able to do that.
well, the thing is that you have to have like there has to be something there that people somewhat like, but I also think in that case scenario, I think that they're all cool people, but
Yeah.
they definitely weren't doing anything impactful. at least when they blew up. I think some of them make videos now and maybe make
Yeah.
content similar to what Tana makes, but like I don't know, that is a really interesting concept. And I know we've talked about it a lot together about people just getting famous off someone who they're friends with because that's how Rainfisher Kwan got famous too. I'm pretty sure she was
Really?
like it was I don't know who it was, but I read in an article because I was so curious about her when I found
Yeah.
out that she was our age and had a book deal and
Yeah.
was this like famous Substack writer. And she got famous off of, I think, Twitter because
Yeah.
she gained a following on Twitter from her friend who was in a Disney or Nickelodeon show.
Whoa.
Yeah, which is so weird because it's like you don't realize that a lot of the people who do have platforms did somehow, I don't know. That doesn't mean they don't deserve it or anything, but it's just
Yeah.
interesting because people don't always like, I think it's pretty rare to find people who just blow up out of nowhere and like started from being normal and not being connected
Yeah.
to a bunch of stuff. I
Yeah.
feel
Well,
like people could
even,
even say that about us in a weird way, even though we're not even like we're not anywhere. Like, you know what I
yeah.
mean? Like,
Yeah.
because brought in connections from working at Paste. But I don't
Yeah.
know. It's weird because then it's like, but that was still me working to that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, that's what I was gonna say. It's just like the same thing as being like a Nepo baby almost, but like in its different form now. But I was
Yeah.
gonna say with the Tana thing too, because I was thinking about this because I know you guys talked about this in your BleedyCon episode of how people wanted to like or like I think part of the reason why her friends blew up is because people who really liked Tana saw a way to stand someone who was close to Tana and maybe they could have this relationship with one of her friends because they couldn't get that relationship with Tana because Tana was already too big. I think that's a big part of like why people blow someone up is because they want that stand relationship with them.
It's actually weird because it's someone blowing someone else up. But in reality, isn't it just because they're seeing something that they want and it's like, I don't know, it's almost like less work to blow someone else up than to try to blow up yourself, which I
Yeah.
like you know what I mean? Because I think a
Yeah.
lot of people who are standing people, the root of it is
They want to be
wanting to
famous.
be famous. Yeah, or having like a community around them, I guess.
Yeah. I also think it's like partly because I think a lot of the times people see themselves more so in that person's friend or more so in their friend group, or they just feel like that person is more relatable
Mm.
than like people thought Bella was more relatable than Tana, you know? Or people saw themselves in Bella more than they did Tana. Because I think I at least did that because it's like, oh, this is this person, but then here's her best friend who's also really funny and cool and interesting. Anyway, Cash got me this Valentine
Oh, cool.
and it folds open. And he got me two, and I have another one back there.
Wait, can we talk about how it's the quarter quell?
Yeah, it's the quarter quell.
Hey guys, it's the quarter quell.
Do you want to explain what that
Happy
means?
quarter quell. And what does that
What is the
mean?
quarter
The
quell?
quell.
On
Well,
three.
what
One,
what
two, three. The
well,
quarter
quarter quell
quell
is
is
that we have
we
20 episodes out.
I also wait, I also just realized this that that's not wait, no, yeah, it is. Never mind, sorry.
Or that's not a
That's
quarter.
not the quarter. Yeah, that's not a quarter.
The quarter quell was like the 50th or something, wasn't it?
No, quarter is 25.
No, no, no. The
A quarter of 100 is 25.
Happy quarter quell, everybody!
You
We're
don't
gonna get
under
Josh on real soon. You hang in
I
there.
literally
The thing is that
so
it's
it's
the
not
thought.
the quarter quell.
It is. It's the
It's
thought that
not.
counts.
Okay, but can
It's
we wait until we get to 25?
no,
But
because we
that's
have to.
the quarter
Because Seth was
quell.
our 20th, and he's a good quarter
He
quell.
wasn't even our 20th.
Seth is the winner of the
He
quarter
was
quell.
not our
Oh my God, you know
20th.
what we should do? We should make a bracket of like all the people who have been on, and then we could have a winner.
Wait, yeah, can we? Oh, we already know who the winner's gonna
Okay.
be. Like, let's be real here.
Um, wait, I think we should do that on share screen right now,
Let's
maybe.
not play dumb.
Wait, do you want to do it on share screen?
Yeah. How do
Okay,
I do
you
that?
you do it.
Oh, that's a lot. Share screen?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But what am I sharing?
Okay, whatever. I'm over it now. Okay,
It won't let me. It says I don't have permission
you're the host.
in my computer settings.
Wait, we should get William. Ah! Ah!
Wait, it's like who's your favorite, William or Seth?
Oh my God, William's obviously the winner of the quarter quell. Oh my
Oh my
God,
God.
I love him.
Oh, I miss him. I'm
Shout
gonna
out to
cry.
William's current girlfriend. We love you, girl. And
I can't wait till you guys break up. Sorry. Cut that out.
I'm leaving it.
Cut it out.
I won't. Um,
I can
wait, I
say I have a
actually do want to
boyfriend.
talk though about because I feel like we're having an interesting experience. Wait, guys, we're learning how to work together in a career environment. Sorry. No, but I actually wanted to
So what were you gonna say?
I was just gonna bring up how it's like an interesting thing to like interview people.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna
Oh.
say. Because we have
Sorry.
like we were wanting to talk about that and say how it was
Yeah.
interesting because I don't know, me like I was talking about this yesterday with my friend Micah, but she's one of my end games.
Ugh.
Um, but we were just talking about how people yeah.
Oh.
Anyways, do you want to move on to the next thing? Sorry, I just don't know what's wrong with me today. I got an email from Cy Mike telling me that he's moving to Philadelphia, so how am I supposed to act normal?
But he's moving for his GF.
That's the whole thing that they do all the freaking time. But okay, so what I was actually gonna say
So
before
yeah.
was it's really weird, and I know I brought this up earlier, but it's actually just odd how you can, I don't know. I feel like we forget that we have the internet at our fingertips a lot of the time because it's weird. Like we've been doing this for like not that long, and I feel like we've already had so much fun doing it. And
No,
that's
I
such a weird
know.
thing because it's like I feel like I've wanted to talk to people because I'm just fascinated by like internet lore and stuff. And
Same.
it's really weird because I don't know. I feel like I've just wanted to talk to people about it for a long time. And now it's like such a normal thing to us that whenever we do it, it's just like, oh, we're just like talking to someone and it's like normal and it doesn't have this aura around it anymore, even though it
Yeah.
did when we started. And it's just weird how accessible it was to do, you know? And I don't think
Yeah.
it's even like, I don't know. I guess it's harder if you don't already have experience in the thing. Because I know that I have the experience in the thing in like
Yeah.
journalism.
Yeah. Well, it's weird how you can just start something and then it's just like you're just doing it then. And it's like
Yeah.
weird how you can just call your like you can just start something and then if you start something then you're just like that thing. You know what I mean? And you don't think of
Yes.
yourself as that thing, but then it's like, oh, like you're doing that thing. Like we like are podcasters.
Yeah, but not really.
I know, but do you know what I mean
We
though?
have
That's like a
300
weird
subscribers.
I know, and
But
that's
thank you to
weird.
everyone for 300 subscribers.
Quarter quell.
Quarter quell.
Should we do a giveaway?
But I always think about this one thing and I it's kind of stupid like it's kind of common sense, but I remember it really vividly because my one friend who gave like a high school graduation speech, my friend Randy, he made
Was
his
he the
whole speech.
valedictorian
I don't think so.
or
I don't even know
president?
if we had that whole speech. And it's funny because he referenced Casey Neistat in the speech and like nobody gave a shit except for me. And I was like, oh my God,
He would
Casey
reference
Neistat.
Casey Neistat.
No, I know. But he was obsessed with Casey Neistat. But he made his speech about how the hardest part of something is starting it. It's also a weird thing to talk about because it's not like we've been successful at it or that it's like I mean it's growing is the thing, which is
But I
cool.
think like being successful at something, like half of it is just like doing something consistently.
It is.
Because I think a lot of people just don't even do that.
Like I think it's weird because like I'm already in this like reflective state about it even though we haven't been doing it for a long time, but it is just a really weird transition to start doing something that you've wanted to do for a long time and then be in it and it's like, "Oh wait, you're doing the thing and we're just going to keep going." And
Yeah.
like do our best at it. And it's just like obviously something that's like exciting because I think the whole reason we like doing it is because we're like making connections that are actually like really cool through it. Like we've already made so many friends.
I think also a part of it is like I think a lot of people just don't do things. And I think that that's what it comes down to because it's just hard to do stuff, I feel like.
It's so
And
hard.
I think that that's one of the things that like I always admired about you or just like noticed about you early on because you just like do things. Like if you like even and it's
Thanks.
No, but it's like even if it's like something like this is gonna sound like such a dumb like example, but it's like in the small things too, you know, like if you like have a thought to like text someone and ask them something, like you'll just like do it immediately. Do you know what I mean? And I think a lot of people
Yeah.
like don't do that.
Well, I think there's just like a lot of barricades.
Like
Uh,
mental blocks almost.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Especially with starting something, but I think it's also really hard to start something on your own. But the thing is also, it was hard for us to start this together because we were thinking about doing it since we met, I feel
I
like. But
know.
and we even tried to record like an episode a while ago and it just like we were like this sucks. I
Yeah.
like how do people do this shit?
Yeah. Well, I think it is just like everything happens at the right time. And I think we had to have it happen now.
I'm
But
so excited for like more episodes and I'm so happy that we started it. Like, yeah,
too.
it's
I
so
also
fun.
think it's like, because also what you were saying before, I remember you like said this of how like when you email people, you like expect them to answer almost. Like, and I think that that like is such a big part of it because
Yeah.
I was listening to a podcast and she was talking. It's like this like girl, this she owns like spin studios in like Philly and in New Jersey. Jason Kelsey and like his wife Kylie Kelsey, like they like vacation down at like the Jersey Shore.
Wait, who's Jason Kelsey?
Like he's in on the Eagles.
Oh.
He's Travis Kelsey's brother. Like
Oh,
Taylor
oh,
Swift, Taylor
right.
Swift. But listen, this is actually kind of crazy.
Yeah, sorry.
They like vacation down at the Jersey Shore and she owns like a spin studio at the Jersey Shore and she's like been saying like to all of her like coworkers and all of her clients she's like, I like Kylie's going to like come here, like she's going to take a spin class, like I like want her to take a spin class so bad, I think she would like love it, like da 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 whatever. And but the thing is she like genuinely believed it, you know, like she believed that like Kylie would like come in, take a spin class and like love the
Wait,
studio
Kylie
and
Kelsey?
yeah,
Okay. I
she's
was
the
like,
wife.
wait, Kylie Jenner?
No, no,
Sorry.
no. No, no, no. She was like, she's gonna take it and love it. And then she came in and took a spin class and she made a whole TikTok like about taking the spin class at the studio. And the TikTok like just like brought in like so many new like clients and stuff. And now like the studio is like blowing up because of it. And that's just like a
That's so cool.
crazy thing because it's like she genuinely like I don't know. And I think that that's kind of like that just reminded me of the whole thing that you said about emailing. And I think in a weird way, I've also been doing that more lately.
I want you to do that so much more because I feel like you like have talked about before about not like
Yeah.
expecting things and I think you need to expect things more from people.
No,
Yeah,
that's like
sorry.
what I've been like trying like to do like lately more and even just like journaling about it. And it's like weird also that Seth like followed me back like last night, like after I had been like
Whoa.
doing all of that. You know what I mean? Because I like also
Yeah.
was just like working on a lot of stuff with the podcast yesterday and just like trying to think of like things. And it's like weird that that happened like that same day, you know?
It's really weird that like I think he must have been online and like because him replying also I was like, "Oh, he's not going to reply again
Yeah.
ever."
Yeah.
Um and then like it was weird. I like also same with like Mike him replying to it. Like, it's
Mm-hmm.
just weird because like it's not even like this huge person. It's just someone, but I feel like
Yeah.
sometimes you have to like open the pathways in your brain in this weird way
Yeah.
for someone to like be open to you, even just like a person who's your peer, like even in normal scenarios. Like it's not
Yeah.
even about like fame or like anything like that. It's
Yeah.
just really weird. And I was literally listening to something about this the other day too, because I was listening to a Duncan Trussell episode about how like your ideas are manifesting the world, and this is like they found this thing that he was talking about in that like validated this quantum physics theory that I am gonna do a really bad job of re-explaining it. But
Wait, can you send me the episode also? This sounds interesting.
yeah, it was just a clip on YouTube.
Can you
I'll
send me
find
it?
it though. Yeah.
Okay.
We can link it in the description or something.
In the show notes?
Yeah. But it basically was validating the idea that reality isn't created until I think it was basically saying that like reality is created by your ideas, which I know is like a
Yeah.
thing that is said in a lot of different places. But it was just like this thing that like that scientists had did an experiment about to like test some other theory that, and I know this like sounds like gibberish right now because I'm not actually giving what the
But
thing
it's like
is,
not
but it's
though.
like it's real because it's, it was like a research study done. I just don't know what the thing is. I will actually put it in
In the
the description
description.
because I know that I'm not making any sense. Because I just don't know the like specific details of it. I was listening to that about how our ideas and what we assume will happen is really, really like impactful to the world around us and impactful to even just like if you think about humanity, if everybody like thinks everything's going to shit, it's going to go to shit. And
Yeah.
if everyone just has more positive thoughts about life, obviously that's super, I don't know.
Like, yeah. It's like the that's like the simplified like thing of it,
Yeah.
but it is. I don't know. I definitely feel like over the last couple of years, it's been, or like over the last couple of decades, maybe it's definitely been like cast off in kind of this realm of like spiritual, like gibberish, like, do you know what I mean? Like voodoo
That's what's
magic.
so weird about talking about it because it makes
Yeah.
you feel like everyone's going to be like, they're just,
Yeah.
especially as women to talk about
Yeah.
this kind of thing. It's
Yeah.
like, oh, okay, so like they're just like saying
Because
shit,
of all the connotations with like astrology now, like, and like the astrology girls and like all of that, like that all lives in its own world. And I feel like manifesting also is in that world, but it's like so much more than that because it is just like the root of everything. And I think because I was thinking about this even when we were taking a yoga class, we went to a resort and we did a yoga class, and like it was so sweet and peaceful. And yoga is like the same thing, that's what they talk about in yoga
Yeah.
classes. And yeah.
I was thinking about that today too because I was just thinking about how nice that yoga class was
Do you
because she
want to
was
go to
really,
yoga with me?
yeah,
There's a studio like near us. It's like a little boutique studio.
wait, yeah, I would go.
Okay.
But everything that she was saying was really nice. And I didn't really, because I haven't done yoga since I was way younger, and like it was like a elective in like gym class,
Yeah.
like as like the sections, like where they would let you pick what you did. And at the time, like I think as a high schooler, I wasn't like, I mean, I don't think my gym teacher said that kind of stuff, and I don't think I've actually taken like a yoga class where it's like taught by someone who's actually a professional in yoga.
Yeah.
So listening to someone like kind of repeat like mantras and kind of lead you in a way that just like
Yeah.
mind opening, like coach someone into like accepting like positivity into themselves.
Yeah.
Um, sorry, it's such like a hard thing to put into words too.
No, I know. But
But
that is what yoga is though.
yeah, but I was gonna say, I think that also what we were just talking about of the whole like manifestation girlies, crystal girlies has become such a thing through TikTok, but also through the internet. And I think that
Yeah.
is like when that connotation became weird because when it was like a word of mouth thing, it was almost like there's no like connotation to this of someone just doing it as a persona because it's like I think the internet more so created personas as a thing. Like sure, like people can be fake in person, but I think it's way more of a thing to like create a persona online and do something for a following or whatever the motivation might be.
Yeah. Well, that can
Um
be like your brand now, which is a
yeah,
really
no,
weird
exactly.
thing.
That's like such a good I feel like way to like describe it as like it being a
Yeah,
brand.
it's been like that for I guess like since the internet also really started because it's just become such like a commercialized thing and it's people can profit off of it. And like even people profiting off of like crystal stores or like spiritual stores and stuff, like that's not how it should be. You know what I mean? Even like
Yeah.
psychics and like healers and stuff, like it definitely has taken on a new form where it's like there are people who are doing it who aren't genuine, who are just trying to make money. And I know that's like just like capitalism and like, oh, whatever, but like it is like a really weird thing. I remember I read once in like a Vedic astrology book, which is like the astrology of like it's like Indian astrology, or it's like it's like different than Western astrology a little bit, but it was talking about like the East and the West and how because the East, like a lot of spirituality started in the East, like in like India and in like China and like whatever, like just like in the Eastern part of the world. And over time, it's kind of moved into the Western part of the world. And now in the eastern part of the world, they've moved away from it because they've been struggling so much, like on a more like practical level of like they're struggling economically and there's more people living in poverty and stuff. So they don't have like the time to focus on the things that they started and that originated there. And then in the West, like you have people who, are working like remote jobs and making like six figures and just have all this free time on their hands. So they're like getting into crystals and getting into all this stuff and then profiting off it, which isn't like bad or anything, but it's just like been like this shift almost.
Yeah, like just the westernization of
Yeah.
spirituality.
Yeah. But I just thought that was interesting, like how it's
Yeah.
like shifted because of
Well,
money and stuff.
I think what you said about it shifting too because of or it being obscured by capitalism, because I think when we talk about the internet making something not like disingenuous, a lot of the time the reason is because the internet has become so capitalist and like even just like not even if we're like eliminating the idea of making money off the internet, there's still the aspect of gaining followers. And
Yeah.
because like social media has become a career for people, it's made things really different than when it wasn't a career and you couldn't make money off it. And there was really no point to having a following besides just making what you loved. And I think that has like really obscured stuff with it too. I know I'm talking more in terms of the internet, but that's just like what I was thinking
No,
about.
I was also gonna say this is a little bit off topic, but it's like on topic of the internet of like how the internet because there's so much you can do on the internet and there's just so much you can like potential for the internet. And I think it was like Victoria like in at like when we like
Mm,
did like our interview with her, she like said this and I like think about it a lot where she was like the internet used to be a place where there were so many different websites that people would go on and it was so fun. It was like exploring. It was like this like exploring like a cave of like treasures, like there were so many
mm.
different websites you could go on. But now the internet for most people is just one or two or three major websites that are all owned by the same company and like it's all pretty much social media. And I think about that a lot because that's just really sad because it's like the internet can be such an amazing thing.
We've talked about in some other episodes, I think it's going to make like a whole turnaround where I think there will be like this whole thing of new websites that are anti-capitalist and they'll become capitalists and then
Yeah.
it's just
It's
going
a
to like keep
cycle.
overturning. But or even like what people have been talking about a little bit, and I think something that we've been talking about somewhat in other episodes of thinking that the internet might like it might be out of trend to like go online like in a new generation. Like the way our parents were like it's cool to go outside.
Yeah.
Like maybe like then people will be
Yeah.
like it's vintage to go outside, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Or like how
Um
people have like trends that now we look at and think of them as cringy. And if people will look at the internet as just a trend that was cringy at the time.
that would be so funny. The
I think
thing
it'd be really
about it is
funny.
that it's so powerful that I and so useful to us in certain ways that I
Yeah.
wonder if it that will actually happen. Do you think
Well,
that we've gotten here before? Like
yeah.
in the point in the mm, you say it and your head starts buzzing.
Ah,
Like my one friend who's a psychic, who talks about like the universe a lot. She has said before that she thinks that the world has had multiple failures where it's reset
yeah,
and that
that's like a thing in Hinduism.
yeah.
Zandaria told me about this.
Wait, what did she say?
Like it like pretty I don't know if she said it was like failures or maybe she did, but it's like the world like just like resets every like I forget how many years. It's like I can look it up, but it's like a thing in Hinduism where it's like the world will reset every so years. So it's like I think we've like been here before. Like I
See,
think
and
it's
it's
just
weird
like
because why does like your head buzz like when you talk about
no,
stuff
I
like
know.
that? You know?
Yeah,
Like, because I like get like a little shock through my head whenever we talk about this kind of thing. And I feel like I haven't
same.
talked about it in a little. And then everything allowed you around you gets like louder. Do you have that? And then you start seeing
Yeah.
stuff in the air. And then you're like, wait, there's other stuff talking through me right now.
It's like so there's like four yugas, I think that's what it's called. And we're currently in the last one.
Whoa.
and each
No, because
period has seen a progressive decline in morality to the point that
uh,
quarrel and hypocrisy are norm.
no, I
But
don't like that.
time is cyclical. Oh, each like it's called kalpas, and each kalpa lasts for 4.32 billion years and is followed by a dissolution of equal length. So it's like the cycle of birth, growth, decay, and renewal.
That's really cool.
So it's like the world. It's essentially like the world is being destroyed and created over and over again, which I
No,
think is true.
because I think I have this weird, and obviously I'm just a girl, but I just have this sense that, like, when we talk about stuff in spirituality and the universe and us being here before, oh my God.
You're
Did
freaking me
someone just
out.
yell my name?
Stop.
Dude.
That like scared me.
Oh my God.
Because I was
Literally, the
also
second I
thinking
started
something
talking about
so
that,
scary in my head. Thinking something so scary in my head. But I
I
think it's
also
what you
am.
were gonna say.
What? What were you gonna? Sorry, I'm in a weird state and now I'm scared. I
Wait,
like someone in my house like yelled as I was like, and I was
wait,
just so okay. Anyway,
wait. I was gonna. Can you say if this is what you were gonna say?
no, my heart is like racing. I think they want me to stop talking about it.
I was gonna say that like once we like reach this level of awareness and once we know the
Ah,
world
okay,
is
you're freaking me out.
destroyed,
Sorry.
it's like they won't let us go on if we know too much.
No, I know because we get to this point in conversations a lot of the time. Okay, literally, I'm making my room shake. I'm not even
But
kidding.
when the world is destroyed, I think it's when everyone is like everyone individually is like getting to those conversations or just getting to that place in their head, and it's happening all over the world. And then
At
they're like,
once.
yeah, and then they're like, we can't like this is the end. Like they're catching on to us, and then the world is destroyed.
No, I feel like that's not. No, I think, okay, I
I
disagree.
think so.
I think that the thing about it is, okay, what I was gonna say before I got freaked, because one of my roommates like yelled and like came in the house or
Was
something,
it
like literally just like heard
gra-
like noise and it felt like something shocking me. And I feel like they did it on purpose because they wanted me to stop talking. And I
Yeah,
was just trying to say that in like a lot of points where we talk about this or my thoughts about this, I always have this really intuitive sense that we're doing it right this time and that this time like just about the world, like I think that like I don't think like if the world has like failed, if it's like a failure or if it's like more of just like humanity like turning on each other or whatever it could be, I think that even though things feel like the state of the world isn't the best, I think consciousness has risen so much and the internet has created this like insane global awareness too that is literally as if we have mental telepathy. Like it's
yeah,
literally mental telepathy. Like messaging each other is telepathy. and
yeah,
and being universal jokes all at once is telepathy. Like that's like an insane thing. But I do think that things have like improved if that's even the way to put it.
yeah,
I just think that it's good. Like I don't think it's like bad.
yeah.
Well, that's it for today's episode. Thanks for listening.
Happy quarter quell.
Do you want to stop? I feel like that was good.
I feel like that was good. I feel like my head's buzzing.
I know, me too. I actually feel it's weird because I haven't been able to get into the state for so long, and I
Yeah.
feel like I'm in it right now. And
I've
I
been
was
getting
thinking
it
about
out a
it this
lot alone
morning.
recently. Wait, what?
Oh, oh. You've been
Oh,
getting into it alone, you said?
yeah.
See, I haven't been able to reach it in so long. And a lot of the times I do reach it is from talking.
Yeah.
But it just like makes my whole body feel warm and then it makes my whole body start shaking.
Aw. Wait, that's sweet though.
I know. It's like little hugs
I was gonna
everywhere.
say that. I want a
Anyways,
hug.
Josh, come on the
Come on. We can
podcast.
talk about telepathy.
I just feel like if the universe is gonna like fail if Josh doesn't come on the pod. See,
You want an
okay, here's
M&M?
the thing. If two girls like us are able to rise, where we're coming from like not like just like starting from like nowhere, and we're like going and we're able to rise
Get
and get
Josh on the pod.
we're if we're able to rise and get people to like be like, oh, those are just girls like me this time, and this time we really are girls like you. Don't believe Emma Chamberlain, we really are.
We're not Emma Chamberlain.
But I'm just saying, if we can do that, and then everyone's like, oh my god, they're so right, we need Josh on the pod, because everyone's thinking it.
It is weird that we've like united all these people to say
That
to
is a weird thing.
like a video of everyone asking for Josh, and it's actually freaky to like watch. Like
It
it's just
is
freaky
like
to
a
have all the clips of people being like over and over again. It's like
no, because like we're getting people to do that.
I know.
And that like even though it's like not a big deal, it's just an interesting thing.
Yeah.
If you get what I mean, just like in this weird subconscious kind of way. I don't know. Yeah, I don't
It's
yeah.
like a mantra. Mantra.
It's kind of, it's kind of like a mantra. Josh Ovalle, please see you guys on my podcast.